Hey everybody, Brian here, wishing you a wonderful Friday and a great weekend ahead. Lots of things are happening at this time of the year at Church of Our Savior. We're having a series of house masses over the next couple of months in order to just celebrate COSers in various neighborhoods, have a chance to get together, and for me and the people who are able to gather in those more intimate settings to have a final Eucharist together before I retire at the end of December. But we're also getting ready for both Thanksgiving and the Christmas season. Thanksgiving means pizza, pew, and pie on the night before. Mike Mascari came up with the idea a number of years ago, and it's become a really popular thing to do. What a nice way to relax and have a meal brought in. I think Mike decided we should do it because the night before Thanksgiving is one of the busiest nights of the year for pizza parlors. I guess because everybody wants to be baking pies or at least not cooking an in-home meal on the night before probably the biggest home meal of the year. Anyway, it's a great night together. And we're getting ready for that. We're also getting ready for the celebration of the Parish Hall on December 1st, and just lots of things are coming together. I wanted to mention the Advent. We're having an Advent session of spending time with Gregory Peebles doing Gregorian chant. And I'm mentioning it now, I'll probably mention it again because I think a lot of people can find that daunting. But today I wanted to say a wonderful Jesuit theologian once said, when it comes to music, perhaps we think the best way to hear what a musician wants is that perfectly designed in-studio creation of a musical piece. But, we know it's, even though you're hearing, sort of a piece of music exactly the way the artist wants it to be produced and reproduced onto our electronic way of hearing the musical piece, doing a live concert is just always so much better. But John would go on ahead and say, really, the best thing is to make that music yourself. Of course, it won't be as good as the musicians, the professional musicians themselves, and certainly not as good as the studio-prepared piece. But in terms of enjoying the music, to get there is doing it yourself. So I very much agree with that, and it's a good spiritual exercise. I just don't want you to be daunted by the idea of Gregorian chant. We used to do it in the monastery, and it wasn't because we were professional singers. It's just because that's the way the music was done. It's actually a form of prayer, and we're very fortunate to have Gregory here, who really understands music from the inside out. And that, for me, is the important thing, is to get there from the inside out. That'll really be the way we think about things over the last couple of months. I'm a big believer that Jesus is about a dialogue between the concrete world and the interior world. We've got to keep that dialogue alive, which means, of course, concentrating on what's going on in the world around us and in the world between us, etc. But it also means needing to understand our interior life. And I think that's a lot about what Jesus was doing and what happens at church on Sunday. So while there's a lot of stuff to talk about externally, I hope we can continue to talk about what's happening interiorly as we come to Holy Communion every week, to which, of course, I look forward to seeing a lot of you on Sunday. 7:30, 7:45, 9 o'clock, or 10:45, or of course joining us by live stream. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thanks for listening, and God bless.